Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Pastor Stephen Ibabu. We thank God for giving us another opportunity that we can be able to meet here once again on this program, Consultative Forum, right here at FBTS, Fulbright Theological Seminary. We cannot wait to have you listen to us and the things that we have for you. We've been out on the air for about a month after closing of the school and coming back. And I thank you, our viewers and our listeners who are tuned in today for this consultative forum of FBTS. Today, you can imagine, today we have wonderful, wonderful scholars and also a member of our faculty. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves here in a little while, and so that we can start off our program. Thank you once again. You're very much welcome here in this consultative forum of FBTS. I will start from my far right and ask Brother Paul to introduce himself to our viewers. Please, Brother Paul.
Thank you so much, our presenter today. We thank you for inviting us to this consultative forum. My name is Paul Bashir. I am a master's student in Fulbright Theological Seminary, taking a master's degree in theology and biblical studies. I participate as an elder in Kingdom Glorious Tabernacle, which is in Graham, and I'm also the treasurer of the church. And I'm so happy to be part of this consultative forum.
Thank you. Also to our far right, we have another scholar. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Good afternoon, listeners and viewers. Thank you so much, the presenter, Pastor Ibabu. My name is Simon Munyaka, a student in Fulbright Theological Seminary. I'm taking my master's. I am the pioneers, among the pioneers of this college, and I would request if you, the listeners, can join us here and we start to be the same, because whatever we are running here, we are literally gaining a lot on theological and also counseling. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simon Munyaka, for your introduction. And again, to my right here, we have a faculty member. I want to introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Kit Kaiser. I am the newest research faculty member at the Fulbright Theological Seminary. I am teaching research preparation and creative and critical academic writing this semester. So, thank you for having me.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers and our listeners back at home, just know that this is Fulbright Theological Seminary, hosted or housed here at Trinity Baptist in Lakewood, Washington. And if you have any question and you want to reach out to us, please don't hesitate. At the bottom of the screen, you will find our addresses and phone number of our chancellor, our vice chancellor, or our dean. If you call that number, you will find us and they will be able to walk you through if you are interested to join the school. Once again, welcome to the program. Today we are very privileged to be able to walk with you and also listen to our faculty member who is an expert in research. And our scholars, they have come with wonderful questions, which they're going to bring them to us through asking those questions to our faculty member, Dr. Kit. So please, I will start right now. Brother Paul, you had some question on the topic of actually Munyaka. Simon Munyaka, you have the first question, which is touching the topic selection and refinement. What are these?
Thank you, Presenter Pastor Ibabu. And thank you very much, Dr. Kit, for being with us here. I've got some questions which topic selection on refinement. The first question is, how can I determine if my thesis topic is original and significant enough for academic research?
Thank you very much. That's a great question. So the best way to determine if your topic is significant enough for science academic writing or to conduct a thesis on is to get familiar with the literature. You have a topic with specific ideas, you've noticed a problem maybe, and you want to see if anyone else out there has noticed this problem and if they've conducted any research on it. So you need to familiarize yourself with the research that has been conducted by doing a literature review, right? You would Google a whole bunch of information. Google has a wide variety of information, and including scholarly and current topics. You might also be interested to look at newspaper articles or magazine stories. You are basically becoming an expert in these topics yourself, so you should look at a variety of sources to find out what is out there. When it comes to picking your thesis, the best thing is to look for an area that it needs addressing, like a gap in the literature is what technically we call it, and this would be some aspect of your topic that no one else has researched before, or maybe they've researched it but they come at it from a different perspective than you. So the best way is to find in any area where you can expand our current knowledge on your topic.
Thank you so much, Dr. Keith, for that very extensive answer. And without wasting any time, Brother Paul, what was your question, please?
Thank you so much, Dr. Ibabu. My question regards research, design, and execution. What are some of the common pitfalls in designing data collection tools like surveys, like interviews, like focus group discussion guides, and how can I avoid them?
Thank you. That's a really good question. Some common pitfalls when it comes to survey design would be creating a survey that's too long. People get fatigued if your survey takes longer than 15 to 20 minutes. Another is writing in language that's very complex. If you lose your survey taker's attention, they might not finish taking the survey. If it's too long, they might just stop. With interviewing questions, you need to create questions that help you answer your research questions without making your subjects nervous or vulnerable feeling. You want them to be honest with you. Other types of pitfalls, in order to avoid those, is test out your interview questions on some peers or maybe your family members and see if anything runs awry during your test run with them. Surveys are the same way. You can give them out to your friends beforehand and see if they are like, that took too long, I got bored and I wanted to stop. So test them out ahead of time, and there's a lot of extra resources that I can provide that will help direct data collection tools too. So,
Thank you so much, Dr. Keith, for that wonderful answer that we're getting. And our viewers and our listeners, as you watch, as you listen, that means here at Fulbright Theological Seminary, people are taught how to do thesis and to do it in the right way. Having people who have expertise in our faculty it's one of the best thing that we have here at Fulbright Theological Seminary. Remember, if you have any question, please don't hesitate. At the bottom of your screen, there are those numbers, and also there's an email. You can be able to reach us out, and then we'll be able to communicate to you. Mr. Bunyaka, you had another question, please. What was this?
Thank you, Pastor Ibamu. My other question was still defined on topic selection refinement. What strategies can I use to narrow down a broad research topic into a focused research question?
Thank you. That's another great question. A few tools to help you narrow down your topic. You could focus on a specific time period. Say you're interested in looking at immigration status over the last 20 years compared to in the 70s through 90s. You can also narrow it down by focusing on a particular region of the country or a particular state or county in a state. You could go all the way down to a city, so consider your geographic areas. Another way to narrow it down is to look at a specific population, gender, age groups, ethnicities, any of those topics. Other ways that you can narrow down would be to look at specific variables that might not be normally used, and that will help turn a broad topic like mental health disorders into a very specific thesis-worthy topic.
Thank you, Dr. Keith. On the side of academic integrity and ethics, I have a question here for you, Dr. Keith. What are the key ethical considerations I need to keep in mind during my research?
There are quite a few ethical considerations that you need to consider when conducting research. A lot of these are based on human studies, and they come from issues that we've had in the past where research was conducted without consent on individuals. So you need to ensure that you are garnering consent from your participants. That way they know they can participate or stop participating, or if they would receive any risk or benefits from that. Some other ethical considerations concern data collection and data analyses. You should not falsify data, or if you run an analysis and the data does not support your hypothesis, you should not change data. Your job as a researcher is to be unbiased and just, and you bring what you find to the table, and then you explain how it might have been different under another circumstance. Those are the main ethical considerations. Of course, while writing, a major consideration for students is proper citation and avoiding plagiarism, either intentionally or unintentionally. But that's in the mechanics of writing an actual thesis. So those are the big ones.
Thank you so much. And our viewers, once again, just to let you know, this is happening right here at FBTS, Fulbright Theological Seminary. And by the way, the bachelor's class, the master's class, and the doctoral class, they are benefiting extensively for such a kind of a faculty members that we have here at FBTS. Mr. Munyaka, you had a question. What was this?
Thank you. The other question which I had is research and methodology. What factors should I consider when choosing between qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods research?
That's another great question. Your methodology is directed by your hypothesis and your problem statement. If you notice that research is largely being conducted using interviews or qualitative aspects, maybe that is how your research can be original, by bringing in a survey or maybe even an experiment. If your topic is new or there's very few resources or source material out there, that probably indicates that you should conduct a qualitative research question to get some foundational knowledge so that maybe at a later time you could create a survey. So it kind of depends on what you're trying to answer with your research or what kind of sources are out there.
Thank you so much. Paul, I believe you had a question.
Yes, Dr. Kit, I'm still on the issue of research design and execution. How can I ensure that my data analysis is valid and reliable?
That's a really good question. Thank you. When it comes to reliability and validity in research, one of the main ways to do this is to measure exactly the variables that you're looking for. Prior research will have been conducted, and they will have established specific questions that you should ask in your survey. You should ask those questions as well. After you collect your data, you need to ensure that you're running the correct statistical test and you're interpreting the results correctly. This is extremely important for other researchers who might build off of your research and they would replicate your data. It's also important for generalizability. The findings of your research should be able to be transplanted outside of your specific situation to other populations, to another geographic area. So it's very good to keep those validity and reliability in mind.
Thank you so much, Kit, for that answer. Simon, you also had some other set of questions that you had. What were those?
Thank you, Dr. Professor Ikabu. Dr. Kit, I still have another question on methodology. How do I justify my choice of research methodology in my thesis proposal?
That's a very good question. Thanks. So I believe that whatever research methodology that you choose to do is fine. If there are a lot of surveys that are being conducted out there and you want to conduct a survey on the same topic, that is completely fine. You just need to make sure you write in your thesis the reason why you're choosing this. Maybe there are no experiments that have been conducted or published on your topic, and so that's the reason why you are conducting an experiment. Maybe there are no people who have done in-depth interviews or focus groups on your topic. That means that's your rationale for why you would choose to do that methodology. As long as you back up your choices by using source material, whatever way you choose to approach a topic and measure it is a valid way to do so.
Perfect. I also had one question that I thought maybe I should throw out to you, Dr. Kit. How do I make sure I'm properly citing source and avoiding an intentional, what we call plagiarism?
That's a very good question and a very common question that I hear from many students. It's best to learn early how to paraphrase and summarize materials. And you always need to ensure that you cite and give credit to the original author for their work. It's not necessary to cite common knowledge like the sky is blue or the Mississippi River is however long. That's not necessary, but if you come across an idea that you're going to incorporate into your research and it belongs to another person, you need to make sure that person gets the credit for their work. And so the best tools to do this are to learn your formatting style. Most cases it would be APA or MLA, and there's some really good online tools where you can put your paragraphs into it and it can tell you if you need to cite like unintentional plagiarism. So great question.
Thank you. The word to the master's and bachelor's and doctorate class is avoid unintentional plagiarism. Avoid that. And right here at FBTS, everything is put in perspective. Brother Paul, you had a question, please. Do you have?
Yes, Dr. Kate, I have another question, and this is in regard to literature review. What makes a literature review strong and coherent, and how do I avoid summarizing sources?
This is also a very common question among beginning scholars. To make sure that your literature review has two purposes. It is to build an argument that helps to support your problem statement at the same time as summarizing other sources to help build that argument and to support those claims. So while it may seem like you are summarizing a lot, that is intentional. But at the same time, you also have to make a nice little package where your claim is being built in order to support your problem statement and hypothesis subsequently.
Thank you so much, Dr. Keith, for that a great answer to that question. Buana Munyaka, you had another question?
What's all my questions? I had 4 questions. I'll ask you all of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, Paul. Sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Kate, I still have another question for you in literature review. How do I know when I have reviewed enough literature to proceed writing or research design?
I'm under the belief that you can never review enough literature. You are becoming an expert in these topics and for your degree. So mainly for the rest of your life, you will always be reading information about your topic. Every month, new journal articles are published. So after you become a published author yourself, you will be receiving journals that come to your house. And I basically do not read nonfiction or fiction anymore. I only read journal articles. So while you're writing your thesis, you will have been researching and you will find where you are answering all the questions that you need to write your thesis, but then you might have started collecting data, and then you realize that you need to find more information about this aspect of it. So you might end up having to go and do more literature review, even though you're collecting data. This is generally the case when you're writing your discussion section as well. You need to tie it back to your literature review, so you might have to do another literature review at the end of the study in order to make that cohesive claim for your project.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Our viewers, our listeners, it's all about thesis writing. And today we had a wonderful member from our faculty, Dr. Keith, and he has been able to put together step by step the questions that have been put together by the scholars and myself also included. And you've heard the answers to these questions. Our viewers, our listeners, please make use of those emails down at the bottom of your screen, the phone numbers. You can reach out to our Chancellor, our Vice Chancellor, and the Dean of Faculty. Please don't hesitate. We are ready to answer your questions, and even we also have the ongoing of the registration for new students, whether it is a certificate or associate, bachelor's, master's, and also up to doctorate. Just bring the necessary things after meeting with the dean, and you will be ready to learn right here at FBTS. So with our viewers and listeners, we will be having to listen pleased to hear our scholars giving us the last word, starting with Brother Paul.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ibabu. To our viewers, FBTS, Fulbright Theological Seminary, is equipping us to go out and deliver our services to the public and to the people who really need us. So we are so grateful for the work happening here at FBTS, and we would ask you to join us, those who can, so that we can together build our communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Last word from Simon Munyaka.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kit, for coming to give us a preview of our own school or our own college, how we are doing. We also thank you for joining us here, making us also feel at home wherever we are presenting ourselves. Being in this school, to our viewers and listeners, being in this school is very, very important. For those people we have come from Kenya, Africa, I think is the best thing for us to join this school, learn more. What we did not learn in that country, we are going to learn it here. And whatever we are going to learn, we have got experts, we have got professors, being read by the doctor, Dr. Gizuku, who is the president of the school, and also the other faculty of the studies in this school. So I will request all of you, whoever will have chance to join us, and we'll go together to do this job of the Lord. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Simon Munyaka, for your last word. And now, our viewers, our listeners, I will let Dr. Kit, our faculty member, give his last word.
Thank you very much. I appreciate being invited to have this forum, or be involved in this forum today. For all of the viewers out there, I encourage you to always learn. You become a better person, a stronger person, the more that you know. So if you are considering another degree or starting out all the way at the beginning, please consider the Fulbright Theological Seminary. You can contact using the information at the bottom of the screen. And thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. We can't give thanks enough to our scholars, to our faculty member, Dr. Keith. And we are so privileged to have both of you here today and to be being watched by all over the world, and especially you, men and women at home, sitting in your comfort in your living rooms, listening to this forum, Consultative Forum, episode number 9. We are so privileged that you got that time. Remember, the numbers at the bottom of your screen. You can be able to reach us out on the email or the phone numbers, and we will be able to come back to you and let you and answer all the questions that you have. Remember, it is every Saturday. We will be meeting here on the same channel, same time. Please remember, FBTS is still having ongoing registration. Don't hesitate. Come one, come all. God bless you. We will be able to see you again. And thank you for being with us. We love you all. Okay, bye-bye.
You are watching Pacific Waves Television, USA, a place of nourishment.